welcome to Food Banjo. Today I am making one of my favorite recipes. It is air fryer peri peri chicken, and it is so good. If you have not had peri peri sauce before, I highly recommend trying it if you like spicy food. There are a couple different kinds of peri peri sauce you can get, and some of them are spicier than others, so just keep that in mind. But this is a really easy recipe to make. It only uses 5 ingredients, so I have most of my ingredients ready here. It uses chicken thighs. I am using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. If you decide that you want to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, just note that the cooking time will be a lot shorter because bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs take a lot longer to cook. And then in terms of the spices and seasonings, super simple. I have smoked paprika, garlic powder, and salt here in this bowl that we're gonna mix together. And then the 5th ingredient is also very simple. You're gonna use peri peri sauce. Nando's makes version that you can get a lot of places. If you have a Trader Joe's close to you, I actually really love Trader Joe's version of the peri peri sauce. So that's what I'm gonna use in the recipe today. That's what I typically use. So yeah, let's get started making this. Okay, so I want to show you exactly what I'm doing here on the counter. So I've got my chicken thighs. What you're gonna do is you pat them dry, and then I have trimmed any of the excess skin off of it just to make it easier to cook. And then I have my bowl, smoked paprika, garlic powder, salt, and just kind of stir to combine that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna simply add these seasonings to your bowl. Now it's gonna go a little messy with your hands, but then I just rub the seasoning blend into the chicken thighs. You just kind of rub it into all surfaces of the chicken thighs here. Make sure everything is kind of coated. And what this does is it's just gonna give the chicken thighs a little extra seasoning that complements the peri peri seasoning. So once you kind of have all that rubbed into your chicken thighs, then I typically wash my hands because gross. Okay, now we're gonna add our peri peri sauce. You can find the full recipe for this on foodbanjo.com, and also I have it linked in the description below. That way it's very easy to find. And if you love peri peri sauce or are looking for more ways of using the bottle of peri peri sauce you might have bought for this recipe, then I have a lot of peri peri recipes on my blog too, because I absolutely love peri peri sauce. I think it is just a great, easy way to add a lot of flavor to food easily. Okay, so we have our chicken thighs all here in the peri peri sauce. What you're gonna wanna do now is just let these kind of hang out for 5 minutes. Let them marinate, kind of soak in all those flavors. And during that time, you can preheat your air fryer. So preheat your air fryer for 5 minutes. Typically this happens at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. So preheat your air fryer while this marinates, and then we're gonna put it in our air fryer. So let's go do that. Hello, welcome back. So 5 minutes later, our air fryer has preheated. The basket is super hot, so I'm not even gonna set this on the counter. So now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take each chicken thigh and lay it in your air fryer skin side down. I don't know if you can hear that sizzle, but we're gonna lay it skin side down to cook. Now, how many chicken thighs you can fit in your air fryer at one time obviously depends on how big your air fryer is. I have a pretty big air fryer basket, so I can fit 4 in here, which is perfect, because that's how many I have. So chicken thighs are in here, and now they are gonna cook. You're gonna cook them for 10 minutes on one side, flip them over, and then cook them until done on the other side. And to know when they're done, I always use a meat thermometer when cooking chicken in the air fryer, because I wanna make sure they're done, but not overcooked. So we're gonna start cooking these. All right guys, we're back. It's been 10 minutes, and that means it is flipping time. So let me go get my chicken thighs, and we're gonna flip them over. Okay, so these are looking good already. Pretty fantastic. And we're just gonna take each of them, flip them over, so that way you have the skin side up after they are flipped. Now this is gonna help to really crisp up the top of the chicken thighs, which is what you want. You want that crispy skin. So first of all, it helped cook the bottom when we were cooking them skin side down, and now it's gonna really get that top super crispy. Now we're gonna put them back in the air fryer for 10 to 15 minutes. I'll probably start checking around the 10-minute mark with my meat thermometer to see if they are cooked through or not. But yeah, we're ready to go. I will say cooking time will depend on the size of your chicken thighs. Did I say chicken tenders earlier? I meant chicken thighs, regardless. Cooking time will depend on the size of your chicken thighs. The larger ones might take closer to that 15-minute mark, while the smaller ones could be ready around the 10-minute mark. And as a reminder, to find the full instructions with step-by-step photos, everything, the full recipe, I have linked it in the description below, so enjoy. Hello. We are 10 minutes into the cooking time, and I just want to give you a little peek. Let me show you. Now, they are looking super good, but I did just check them with a meat thermometer here. Now, I have 2 smaller thighs and 2 bigger thighs in here. The smaller thighs are perfect. The bigger thighs need a little bit more time. So we're gonna take the smaller thighs out, and I'm gonna put the 2 bigger ones back in to cook for another 5 minutes. And when we're talking about cooking time here and how long to cook your chicken thighs I wanna say that a lot of times you hear 165 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature you should cook chicken to. And that is true. That is the safe temperature. That's like great for chicken breast. For chicken thighs, especially the bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, I have found that kind of 185 degrees tends to be a little bit better. I just feel like it does something to the meat when it hits that temperature, that just 185 degrees tends to be a little bit better. Now, you don't want to overcook it to 200 degrees, 210 degrees, but 185, 195 degrees, you're still gonna get juicy chicken when it's chicken thighs, because it doesn't overcook like chicken breast, and actually I think helps the texture a little bit. So I have plated my 2 little chicken thighs here. I'm gonna let them rest for a few minutes, and then we're gonna cut into them, and they smell so good already. I'm so hungry. I wanna cut into them now, but I am gonna let them rest for a few minutes, and then we're gonna dive in. It's cutting time. Let's do this. I'm excited. Let's cut in. The skin is nice and crispy. This looks like the perfect bite. Crispy skin, juicy on the inside. Let's blow on it. Okay, now let's see what we think. Really good. Very juicy, crispy skin, and I would say not too spicy. Like, I want to have a glass of water close by, because as I eat this, I know the spice is going to kind of build up, but just one bite, not too spicy, really delicious. I love these like served with a side of vegetables. Sometimes I will cut it up and serve on a salad, but overall, very, very delicious. Air fryer peri peri chicken thighs, 2 thumbs up. Thank you. All right. So I would say this recipe is a huge success. I make it all the time. I hope you make it with success too and enjoy it. And like I said, I've mentioned this a couple times. You can find the recipe below. It will give you all the information you need, quantities, there's step-by-step photos, just good place for you to save it if you enjoy it too and want to make this. So thanks for joining us. And I'll be back sharing another new recipe soon. Bye.